In previous video we wrote the function shallow comparison, but you can also get a question, okay, but how we can write a function for deep comparison? This is what we want to do in this video. And actually, as you can see, I didn't remove any code. I have here typeof and shallow compare, and I want to copy paste it fully and compare later with deep comparison. This is why, as you can see, I copy pasted the whole function and I just want to rename it to deep compare. And actually the code will be 90% similar. Because first of all we want to check for data type and it stays the same. And at the end we will compare dates and source and target for primitives in the same way. So actually we must just change comparison of our arrays and objects. And actually even the code inside will be almost the same. So first of all for arrays we are checking length and here we have every. But here we must remove our comparison of element because it is native comparison. But here we want recursively to check every single element. This is why here we can simply write deep compare and we are throwing inside our element, comma, target index. In this case, what we are doing, we are calling deep compare again. And actually here it might be that we have an object, then we are coming recursively inside deep compare and we will compare this object. And we are doing it again and again until we compare the whole object or the whole array. And it doesn't matter how deep this object is or how deep this array is, which actually means this is not performant. This is really slow, but it will give you the only correct answer when you are working with nested data. And exactly the same we must do now with our objects. So here we can leave our comparison with keys, this is totally fine. Here we have our every, but we must remove this comparison and call deep compare instead. And we are passing inside our source key and here target key. In this case we are comparing two values of our target and our source, and we also do it with deep comparison. And this is actually it, we fully transformed our shallow comparison function in deep comparison. Let's check this out now. I will reload the page. Here is shallow compare A1, it is true. But actually here inside shallow compare, if I will throw A, B1, so we have a nested object, and here A, B1, it will return false, which actually means shallow compare can't work with nested data. But here we are calling our deep compare and we are getting true, because deep compare is recursive and it will compare any nesting correctly. And exactly the same we have for arrays. For example, if we have here array of arrays, let's say array with array 1, and here we have array and array 1 inside. As you can see, we are getting true and we can compare arrays of any level.